Oh, sorry, chat. I didn't mean to be 1 minute early. My bad. Wait a second, we gotta change this music. Let's go over to this. This is better. This is fine. Okay. Alright, we looking good? Cool. Let me finish this text message real quick before I do much more. But also, hi! Hi, friends! Happy Monday! It's been a long time since I've streamed for you guys. It's been over a week. So hi, thank you for being flexible with me last week. Last week was a comedy of errors in all the different ways, ranging from Spectrum internet outages to me not feeling good and losing my voice, to the chandelier falling, and Mr. Becca being back in town after being away on a work trip to come fix things and having to shut off the breaker, and it was a whole lot that happened last week. So thank you for being flexible and letting me miss what was going on. To determine. Okay, I just needed to reply to that work email because, I mean, I'm not on work hours anymore. I am working from home today and tomorrow. I'm doing an online music therapy conference, but I did still want to get that email completed. It was a Monday week. Hey, Sploofs, welcome in. How are you, friend? Can we get a shout out for Sploofs? Sploofs got her dream apartment, so I wish there was a Phantom of the Opera in my house. I mean, that would be amazing, because that means Gerard Butler is in my house. And I'm okay with that. It's very warm up here. I'm gonna turn the fan. I mean, I turned the fan on during my conference, but I've had this light shining on me all day since like 8 a.m. So let me go turn this fan on. There we go. That should be better. I'm also trying something different. I'm trying this new thing where I'm adding a bigger pillow behind my back, and I'm wondering if that will help, because I tend to sit very forward when I'm crocheting, but I'm hoping having this pillow behind my back will make me not feel so weird. My sound is perfect, thank you. Your face is perfect. I know, I haven't been on in forever. It's been over a week since I streamed. I was out all last week from streams. Just every single stream I had scheduled, I had to cancel. And then here we are. But I did not do this. Before I forget, I got this pattern off of Ravelry. Yes, I did. Okay, so come over here, copy, and then go to mix it up so you guys can see what I'm doing, just in case you're curious. Commands, ungrouped pattern, edit, and kabam, save. There you go. Okay, pattern, exclamation point pattern is up. We are going to be crocheting a Hollow Knight today. We did Hornet last time, so we're going to do Hollow Knight today, just because why not? You taught math today? Hey, very cool. Did you know that it's 1 + 1 = a window? How are you, Stuffy Ann? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. I have added a lot more finished things to our finished things counter. As you can see, I've also moved the dog cam. My mother-in-law is staying with us again this week, and the dog bed is the room that she is staying in. So for her own, for me to respect her privacy and everything, I've moved the dog cam out here, since the dogs hang out on this couch anyway, more so than they hang out in that room when she's here. 6th grade fractions. Hey, all right, very cool, very cool. But yeah, so you guys can see a little bit of the loft area and where we have the couch currently set up. It'll look a lot nicer. We're gonna adjust some stuff and get some of those Psyduck plushies out to put on this couch. But at least for now, you guys can have the dogs and not yell at me for not having the dogs on camera for you. So I taught fractions to one of my students when I was in my internship, and I wrote a really cool song for fractions, and it was to the tune of Johnny Cash. So I was like, hey, Johnny Cash would be very proud of me for turning his song into a song about fractions. So there you go. All right, Uncle Impact says Grace and Potion Lancelot treat. Potion knew. Go see, girl. Can you throw it at you? We already have a raid. Welcome in, Canadian Mountie. Hwah! I missed. Here, Lancelot. It fell on the floor, buddy. He's gonna try and come get it. How you doing? Welcome in. It's a raid. Eh? Raid. It's going well. We just started. I decided to finish my work day like right on time to start stream, since I'm working from home today. And I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and start stream early so I can finish stream early.
Welcome to the Boo Crew.
Welcome to the Becca Boo Crew. Thanks for being here. Thank you for following. I appreciate you. I must eat you. And you are delicious. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, Potion decided to eat Lancelot's treat. Okay. So Potion got both of the treats because he refuses to get off the couch. He's thinking about it, but he's not. He's just not doing it. Welcome in, though. How were you? What were you streaming and what were you doing today? Anno 1800. Is that a game? Or is that... What is that? What is Anno 1800? What is that? Sorry, Lancelot, dude. You missed out. Here, buddy. Come here. Come here, Lancelot. I'll let you have a different one, sweetheart. Here. There you go. Say thank you, Uncle Impact, for the cookie. Grayson is hiding because my mother-in-law is cooking some food, and he always hides whenever there is food happening. It's building a new colony from the 1800s. Oh, very cool. It's a city builder. Nice. That's awesome. You had no idea what you were doing. That's the best kind of content, when you go in completely blind and you're just like, what do I do here? And it's that exploration, and you don't know what's happening. Welcome in, though. For those of you that don't know much about me, my name is Becca. I am a variety streamer, but I'm mostly a crocheter here. So today we're going to be crocheting Hollow Knight from the critically acclaimed Hollow Knight from Team Cherry. I've already crocheted Hornet last time from our Silk Song category. So now we're going to be doing Hollow Knight, exclamation point pattern, if you would like to do that. But hey, if you guys need a raid and run, please hit that heart button first. That heart gives me a follow and it just makes me very, very happy inside. I greatly appreciate you coming in and loving on this community and joining the Becca Boo Crew. But if you need a raid and run, please take care of yourself. IRL before URL always. Stand up, stretch, hydrate, go get you something to eat. Love your loved ones, pet your pets, dog your dogs, whatever you need to do to take care of you. But no, you are welcomed, loved, and blessed, and I will happily have you guys here for the next 3 hours before I get dinner with my mother-in-law and Mr. Becca later. I figured I would start stream early and stream early, so why not? All right, let's write you down on my heart, though. All right, you are on my heart, and into my jar of hearts you go. We are getting very close. We've got about an inch to an inch and a half left of space in this jar to fill up before we do a video game console giveaway for the community. And yes, you heard that correct. I will give away a video game console to a lucky person in our community when we hit this and we finish off our little jar and make sure that it goes all the way to the top. Or you can choose to win the jar itself. If you don't like video games and you don't plan on playing video games, or you already have all the systems and you don't need another one, you can just choose to claim the jar. Well, sure, why not? Or you love my streams? Oh, I love that. I love that. As I mentioned, we're going to be making a Hollow Knight, which I don't have mine. I've just put them up there a second ago. But you can exclamation point pattern. You can see what the pattern is going to look like, and it looks pretty close to what that is. But I've been playing an unhealthy amount of Silk Song, and I'm still in Act 1, and I don't understand how there's more to this game when I've been playing Act 1 so much. But I love seeing all the new players jump into Hollow Knight for the first time, and it just brings me so much nostalgia knowing that I played that game about 4 years ago. Yes. Well, the dogs are now no longer on the dog cam, and that's Impact's fault. So it's not my fault. I put that there because the dogs were supposed to be there, but Impact said I'm gonna make them get off the couch, and it's now gonna be Jason's fault. So, you know. Anyhoozle, what else was I going to say? Oh, I've been working on a ton of different projects. I have completed so many different seasonal Kirby's as what I'm crocheting. Oh my goodness.
Hearts for the poppers.
Thank you, Lightning. Lightning with some biddies, putting you into my jar as well. How dare. I know. Rude. How dare. I made a football. I made, like I said, a bunch of different seasonal Kirby's. I made a Christmas tree. And yeah, I will post all those photos in Discord if you haven't already seen them. They will be in Discord. I also posted them on Instagram, not the football or the Christmas tree, because I just made those today while I was in my conference. But it's been a crocheting day, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Let me know if the YouTube music volume is too much for you guys, because I'm turning it down on my end, but let me know if it's too much for you guys in comparison to my voice, because I never know what it is. So you gotta let me know how all the stuff works. But also cheers. Cheers to chat. Cheers to chat. All right, let's go ahead and get on over to our crochet scene. And I'll talk a little bit more to our raiders who don't know me. I am a music therapist. I work with kids with special needs. So this is a wholesome, welcoming, family-friendly community that strives to bring joy and positivity to everybody's day and make this a safe place on the internet for people of all ages and abilities. I just had a really wonderful session talking about autism and the autistic experience and it was really, really cool just to hear a lot of very valuable information. Since my caseload, I would say, is about 80% autism, and just of all ages. So I would maybe 75%. I've got a lot of kids with intellectual disabilities now, but I've got even more on the spectrum. But yeah, I love that I was able to learn quite a bit about the autistic experience and knowing how to help someone going through a meltdown, seeing different kinds of stimming behaviors and self-soothing for sensory regulation. Lots of things that I already knew about, but it was a good reminder of certain things, and I found a couple of things that were new information that I shared with my best friend, and she thought that they were brilliant, and she's going to try to incorporate them in her household. And so yeah, it was a great way to end my day before starting our crochet stream for you guys. So I'm in a good mood. Always nice to be in a good mood when you're about to stream and go live in case anything goes on. So no worries. I'm watching you, Lightning. Enjoy your phone call. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the mask, the head of our Hollow Knight, our knight. Not the Hollow Knight, spoilers. But it is night. It's daytime, but it's night with a K, a knight. We don't have any doggos up on that couch. Go ahead, Lancelot. Go on up, buddy. Sube. Don't you stretch. Sube. There you go. Alright, now you got the dog back, okay? You got Lancelot back up there. Alright. My legs are so incredibly sore from having sat at this chair on the computer all day. I did buy myself some more yarn because obviously I don't have enough. But I needed some orange of the chenille. I've been using the salmon color for so many different projects, and I am running very, very dangerously low. If I want to make another pumpkin, or if I want to make another Charizard or Charmander or anything like that, I'm not going to have any more yarn of the chenille orange, and I don't want to spend time driving from Dollar Tree to Dollar Tree to Dollar Tree to hopefully luck out and find some. So I just went to the website and purchased a bunch. It's going to take between 8 to 10 business days to get here, so that part's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. At least I ordered it, and we'll just do a whole bunch of other projects before worrying about more things needing the color orange. I do not have any craft fairs currently on my calendar. Unfortunately, my show I do every single year sold out within under 8 hours, and I was at work and did not get the chance to fill out the application in time. So I'm very frustrated and upset about it, but I've been messaging lots of different organizations and places around to try and get some information about other opportunities. And there is an opportunity, but Mr. Becca and I are leaving on that Saturday for a little small trip up to Dallas to go see a concert. So that one's out, and that one I was really excited for. There are a couple outdoor options that I have. I just don't like doing outdoor shows. It could either be super hot, super rainy, super cold. I can't guarantee what the weather's going to be, and I don't want to be miserable doing a show. And then I did email the Parks and Rec Center here in Round Rock, and because they have a holiday market coming up in November, and I have not heard back from them. It's a juried selection process, so they have to look at my information and see if I am worthy of their show. So Here's hoping that I will be able to get into that one, but there's no guarantee. So as of right now, I don't have any shows currently booked. So if anybody sees something that they want that I'm making and you're like, I want that, and you want it for a Christmas gift or birthday or something like that, let me know, because you can get first dibs since I don't have any shows to keep this inventory around for. If I was doing it for inventory for a show, then I would say hold off and do a custom commission, but it should be okay. Bless you. Goodness potion. Did I ask Leslie? Nope. Who's that? Whomst is that? Whomst is Leslie? Like the Austin Leslie? Because he passed away a long time ago. I'm also not in Indiana. That is true. Oh, okay. Well, here in Austin, we had a character, a very interesting individual named Leslie, who was kind of like a mascot of Austin and kept Austin weird for sure. Liked to go around in a G-string and just hang out in downtown Austin, just living their best life. So, you know. I'm not from Pawnee, Indiana. I'm so sorry. I do appreciate the thought, though. My goodness, potion, sweet girl. Eh. And this is a temporary spot for the dog cam, so if it starts to move around or gets messed up in any way, just know it will become more permanent once we figure out all the setup stuff for this area in the loft. But hey, at least it's pretty good for the temporary. You know, sweet girl, you can go back on the doggy cam, on the doggy bed. On that couch. You could go back up there. You don't have to sit on the floor. Braggle, do you have any recommendations on being able to find different types of shows? Like I've looked around. There are some different farmers markets, but they require you to display like your tax ID information, and I don't have my business set up with the Department of Taxing stuff, so the comptroller and all that. I don't have that for my crochet stuff. I have that for my music therapy business, but I don't want to have any kind of a conflict of interest in that regard, so I've kind of been avoiding applying for farmers markets because they have that expectation. I've also seen quite a few different anime conventions starting in the spring, so January, February, but they're very, 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 very expensive. So I'm over here just like, I don't know if I want to spend $200 on a booth. I don't know. I mean, I need to sell my stuff, but I also need to be able to afford not going into the red just to sell inventory. You know? Yeah, Uncle Fraggle wants to see you, sweet girl. Why don't you go up on the couch? Why don't you go up on the couch, sweet girl? Lancelot's like, excuse me, but this is my couch right now. Why would you send her up here? Oh, you can't ever get a booth because everyone sells candles. Interesting. I have not seen, I think, hardly any candle sellers except for the ones that sell. No, those are like custom soaps. Yeah, I don't think we have really any candle sellers. Maybe one? A lot of places I see that they have the people that do the fancy soap, but I think I've only ever seen maybe one candle booth. So clearly you have to come down here and sell your stuff here in Austin. Because every market, there's at least 2 or 3 crocheters now, and it's getting very challenging to stand out from the other crocheters, especially the Temu resellers. That's what I'm really fighting against right now, are those Temu resellers. And it's a bad situation for the current crochet market. Obviously, my past repeat customers know to come support me, and I love that. I love people who come and support my small business and my venture and know what my hobby is and my talents are like and the quality of my product. But if somebody comes to my booth for the first time and they're experiencing it, it's like, oh my gosh, $30 for that? I can go over there and get it for $7. Well, yeah, because you're buying it from a Temu reseller who probably bought it for a quarter. So, it's like, I hate it. It's so bad. Time to set up the Boo Crew craft fair. Ooh, that can be for BeccaCon. BeccaCon with the, like, artist alley. You and your friend will each buy a candle for $5. Hey, see, there you go. You buy a lot of stuff off of Temu. Hopefully not crochet stuff, because the crochet stuff that people buy off of Temu are made by children and individuals in impoverished countries. They are getting paid pennies on the project, so it is basically slave labor. I do not support the Temu crochet stuff. So even though it looks cute and it's cheap for a reason. Crochet cannot be made by machine. It is all handmade. There has not been a machine that can successfully crochet something yet. I'm sure somebody out there is trying to design a robot that can crochet projects, but we're gonna hope that that never happens. So anytime you see something that is crocheted and it's cheap, just know it's not coming from a very valued source. If you're back, no worries, take your time. Yeah. I've never bought anything off of Temu. I have seen some things off of Temu that I'm like, oh, those are super cute. But I never know if... Cause I've heard Temu is kind of like the new age Wish. I used to buy stuff off of Wish, and it was very hit or miss if you got anything that was actually decent quality. So I've just kind of decided to keep my money and either buy a brand that I know or get it on sale when I see it go on sale, or I just forget that I actually need that item. Oh, cool. I love that. Neat. My dad has bought plenty of stuff off of Temu. My mother-in-law buys a bunch of stuff off of Temu and Shein. Lots of my teachers have bought stuff off of Temu. I'm not saying that Temu is bad as a whole. It's only bad for at least it's definitely bad for the crochet community. I'm not going to say it's only bad for us, because there may be other arts and stuff that is ripped off on Temu. I don't know. You buy a lot of Lego brick off brands, like Nano stuff. Oh, very cool. Nice. I bought a lot of my diamond art stuff off of AliExpress. That's where I bought my Psyduck. I got that custom Psyduck diamond painting kit. I did that one off of AliExpress, which is kind of like Temu. Oh my gosh, the dog beds. Oh my goodness. That's fair. That's fair. Have you looked at Goodwill for dog beds? Or I've bought mine over at Home Goods and stuff like that, which means they're not cheap, but like 15-20 bucks sometimes. I also sometimes go to Ross and Marshall's, and they have pretty good sale prices on dog beds too, if you ever need one quick and you don't want to wait for shipping from Temu. Yeah. I've been using a lot of chenille yarn for my last few projects. Like going back to working with regular acrylic yarn feels so weird on my hand. Ads are starting in just under 1 minute, so please take care of yourself during your 3-minute break, and I will see you on the other side. You can also go over to YouTube and watch me ad-free over on YouTube, where you can subscribe. It is September, so you get discounted sub rates if you would like to subscribe to the channel to avoid all of the ads for a month at a time, or longer if you subscribe for longer. My dogs do like couches better. It's true. Couches and beds are much more preferred than the dog beds. They end up putting dog toys in the dog beds. Though Lancelot will sleep on the dog bed at night. He doesn't sleep in the bed with us. He sleeps on Grayson's old dog bed, and Grayson sleeps on the couch. Potion sleeps in the bed with us, though. She knows. She's the spoiled princess. She knows that she gets the royal treatment of being in the bed with us. Don't come at me, for any of you non-dog lovers, and say, ew, how can you have a dog in your bed? You know what? Because it's my child. I'm allowed to have whoever I want in my bed, and I want my dogs in my bed with me. I don't care. You just read an article about that the other day, about people who sleep with their dogs and how they have better sleep and they live longer. Yeah, the pros and cons. So the pros are I am warm at all times. It's like a built-in heater. Cons are Potion stabs us with her nails as she stretches in the middle of the night. Hey, Shadow. Welcome in. Thank you for that resub. I get my hearts. Hold on. My hearts. I'm out of hearts. Right. Okay. Shadow. Shadow going over here, getting that resub in for today. Thank you so much for getting thrown onto that jar. We are making Knight from Hollow Knight. Thank you for putting the link to my throne in there. If anybody would like to contribute to a new computer chair, that is my next big purchase that I need to make for stream. I need to replace my current chair. This chair that I currently have is about 4 years old, and it is still in great looking condition, but comfort-wise, it is very, very uncomfortable. I've replaced padding and cushions multiple times, and I just cannot get comfortable to the point where my legs start to go numb the longer I sit in my chair. My butt hurts afterwards, my lower back hurts, so I need a new chair. And I found one on Amazon that I think looks like it's probably going to be really good. It looks super soft and comfy and cozy, but I don't know. You guys can look at it and let me know, hey, that's not a good chair, let me show you something else, and I'll take suggestions. I like it because it's pink. Getting everything in before your brother gets here for a guy's night? Very cool. Save the booty from the evil chair, exactly. You saw a 300-pound Great Dane the other weekend? Whoa! The dog probably needs his own queen-size bed. No kidding. Wow. Wow. That's a big dog. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're on row 13. I got 2 more rows of this. So we are making Knight from Hollow Knight. And then I don't think I'll have enough time to start another project, but in case I do, for whatever reason, get this done really quickly, then I have a pattern for a mini apple, like a cute little apple that you would give like a teacher gift or whatnot. I do a monthly subscription to 3 AM Grace Designs. They have the Kawaii Cuddler Crochet Club, and I have been a part of that. I'm one of the founding members of that monthly subscription. And this month's for September. One of the 3 patterns that I got this month was for a mini apple. I also have a mini giraffe and mini haunted house were the 3 patterns for this month. Welcome back from ads, everybody. It's great to see that everybody's sticking around and hanging out with us today. Don't forget to get your drops in. Don't forget, looks like Spyro has landed. That's kind of what the image looks like right here. Looks like Spyro landed. Do I have an online store? Sort of. I have a Kofi, but I don't have all of my inventory on my Kofi. I'm not really great about keeping up with that and having to just guess what shipping costs are going to be is really challenging on Kofi. So I tend to ask people that if they have something they want to purchase from me or something they see on my Instagram or on my Kofi to reach out to me personally if you're comfortable that way. If you don't want to do it that way and you want to go through Kofi, that's a-okay as well. Just know that the shipping costs are probably a little bit higher than what they actually will be at the post office. You can either go through Twitch Whispers or Discord. It's true. I didn't add 3 new items, but I added 3 new pictures because I was trying to fill out the application for the craft market I was telling you about, and they required photos from my website. And I was like, I can't get my website to work right now. Let me see if I can upload the photos and make it work. And I could never get it to work with the Wi-Fi I was dealing with. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we've got all of those. Now we do some decreases. You gotta head out and you'll be lurking. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate the raid. Have a great rest of your day and your evening. Thank you. Mwah. See you later. What if we have social anxiety? Can we ask a friend? Absolutely. Absolutely. As long as your friend does not start off with, do you need graphic effects or anything? I'm a graphic artist. Do you need panels? Do you need emotes? Or don't start off with, hi, I have a question. It's like, just ask your question. Don't start off and wait for me and be in my pending messages. Like, if you have a question, ask your question. Don't be clickbait, is what that is. No. Ah. Stop it. Don't be clickbait.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. We are almost there. I will eventually stuff the head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now, what have you guys been working on this last week? What has been your craft of choice? I know we've got Lightning, who's been doing some Lego dots. Fraggle, have you been working on any candles or anything like that? Any 3D printing? I love that you were so active with the pet adoption scene and volunteering for different events. Like, I love that so much. Seeing all the puppies, I wish I just owned this massive ranch and won the lottery so I could have enough money to adopt all these animals that deserve to have wonderful lives. Am I gonna stuff it with natural dog hair? I'm not. My dog hair enthusiast is in the other room. He is my permanent supply of dog hair, and he is in the other room. It's tough taking him back to the shelter, but oh, I know. They probably get so excited because they have lots of different attention from people, but no commune. I mean, I also don't mind that. My best friends and I have thought about getting a big, massive commune or getting like houses next to each other on a cul-de-sac. That way we've got one who's a healthcare provider. I could be the one who is in charge of education and musical kind of stuff. We've got one who could do all the cooking and cleaning and IT kind of stuff, and then we have the significant others that come along with us. We're just talking about the girls. The girls, we all want to go and then have our significant others follow us, I guess. You fired 3 emo artists because you can't get the job done. Oh my goodness. You build things and I'm saying, hey, there you go. Have you checked with Purple Kitty Lightning? I don't know if her art style is your scene, but I know she has done wonderful stuff for me. Her artwork is not everybody's cup of tea, just like Chicky's artwork's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. I think it's super duper cute and fits me and my personality. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt for you to ask if she could brainstorm some stuff with you, or if you had a really specific idea about what you want. I don't know. Alright. So it says I should have started stuffing by now, but I like to wait until the last possible minute. I'm a rebel. Alright, last stitch, and now I will go ahead and start the stuffing process. I have so much fiber. It's the last ditch effort. You know who I haven't seen in a while? I haven't seen Gamer Scooby and Mrs. Scooby. I know they posted in Discord they went and were with Gabriel Iglesias, who's one of my favorite comedians. I love his comedy, and I would love to be able to go see him in person. I watch his Netflix specials and stuff like that, but I would love to be able to see one of his shows in person. You really want this real dragon, not cartoons. I got you. Okay, so yeah, PK does more of the cartoon style, so maybe not. I don't think Chicky is taking commissions for anything. She has done lifestyle or lifelike artwork, but she still owes me something from 4+ months ago, so I don't think she's taking commissions at any point for a while, from what she told me. Alright, my mother-in-law is cooking some dinner, and it's making me sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me, there we go. It smells delicious, don't get me wrong, but it's so potent that my nose was like, my nose was tickled with scent. Two, 3, 4, 5. Last stitch. Now, do I leave a long tail or just close this off? Nope, just close it off. Okay. Okey-dokey. Very Thank you. Appreciate it. I had to schneezels. I can't help it. I'm sorry. She's cooking with some sofrito. Which smells really good to me. Like, I don't like onions. I am not a fan of chopping onions, cooking onions, eating onions, but I do enjoy the smell of cooking onions. That's all that I enjoy when it comes to onions. But I'm one of those weird people where I'm like, I actually like the smell of onions while they're cooking. I don't like eating onions. I had my dietitian, so speaking of food, had my dietitian appointment on Saturday, and one of the questions she asked me towards the end was, as she was starting to help create a menu, a meal plan for this week, she was asking me, do I have any foods that I really love and really hate? And I was like, I can give you my hates right now. Non-negotiables, pineapple. That was the first one that I mentioned. I said no pineapple, no beef, and no large tomatoes. Congrats on your land, Lightning. Let me swap scenes to give you the look. There you go. Alright, so here's the head of our Hollow Knight. Now I have to make the horns. Okay. Okay. I'm just reading through the pattern just to be sure I understand what I'm doing. The horror! I know. You're welcome. You're welcome. I have more sneezing to do. It's tickling the inside of my nostril. The smell. It smells delicious, but it tickles the nose holes. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this first one is done. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Where is the purple thing?
It's right here. I pulled this when I shouldn't have, and now I've just done something wonky with... Okay, we're just gonna throw that one away and try again. Time for the lurky lurk. Enjoy your boys' nights, your guys' nights. Don't get in too much trouble. But to answer your question, Lightning, since this first part only has 3 stitches in it, there's no reason to put the purple finger thingy on until we start to add more to the project. There's only 1, 2, and 3. So now this first piece is done. I need to make 2 of these. So there's that. And we'll trim this one. These are the small tips for the 2 horns that go for Hollow Knight's helmet head thing. I have not been able to find another one yet, no. I was really bummed out. I mean, I suspected it might not be a legitimate pattern, and from the research that I did and hearing from other crochet artists, it was validated that after hours of work, they were explaining that they could not get it to work either, and things just didn't ever work out. So that's how they knew it wasn't a real crochet pattern. I was like, dang it. I was really, really hopeful that it was going to be legit, and it was not. Why does this one look so awkward? What's happening here? What's happening here? I don't understand. Okay, there we go. I was like, where's the tip of this? Right here. Okay. There's the 2 small horn tips. I know. I haven't perused Etsy yet because I was looking for a free pattern. My next option is going to be looking at Etsy. I know it's not ideal, but that's kind of my next go-to option. Okay, so once I get this magic circle started and going, I'll add the purple finger thingy. I got you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here, stick it in this first stitch. Grab our purple finger thingy. And let's do the thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 5. Okay? Then we're gonna do 5 around. Then we're gonna flip it inside out because that's how I do. You need to find a designer, right? Just find a crochet artist and be like, hey, make this into a pattern for us. Okay, thanks. Okay, now we're gonna attach. Hey, Mr. Becca's home. I hear him. He just opened the door. That's why the dogs just went running. Well, at least Potion did. Lancelot could be unbothered. He could quite literally care less. Alright, so we got 1. Can't even find my 3 stitches on this tip here. Couldn't even tell you. We're just gonna... Can't even. Two. Come on. And 3. we're just going to assume that that's good enough. And then 5. Okay. Back over here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we've attached the small tip to the large tip. Now we just go continuously forever and ever. Okay. So we gotta do this for a little bit. We got 1. And then we do a decrease. Then 2. Increase. Oh. If I can make sure I actually stay in the correct stitch. 2 more. Decrease again. 3. Increase 1. Do that twice. I moved. I didn't move everything. I just moved spaces in my room. I didn't move houses, just moved spaces in my room. Hi, Sunny. How are you? Welcome in, Lockpick. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. As soon as Mr. Becca comes in the house and upstairs, I will let him know that you say hello. 2. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? Increase. 2. Decrease. 3. Help. I'm stuck. Increase. 1. Okay. Dogs are on the couch by the stairs. Yes, so that one is Lancelot. So he is just schnoozing on the couch right now. He's not felt well. He got sick yesterday, so he's kind of been off his normal, wonderful doggo personality. So he's just been kind of a little bit of a zombie since yesterday. But my mother-in-law is staying with us this week, so we can take her and pick her up from work easily. And my mom is just now getting home from a cruise, and she was around people who tested positive for COVID, and she's feeling pretty sick and crummy herself, so she didn't want to potentially get anybody sick. So we said, you know what, let's go ahead and have my future mother-in-law stay with us. So I moved the dog cam so she would have privacy, since she's staying in the guest room where the dog cam usually is. 1. Yep. 2. 3. 1. 2. Okie dokie, fasten off, leave a long tail to sew on. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, so there's the first of the Hollow Knight horns, whatever you want to call them. Let's do that again. I gotta make 2 of those. How's everything with you and your change in life, my friend? Plop this here. Exclamation point pattern if you would like to make your own Hollow Knight, if you enjoy this video game or you know a gamer in your life who really enjoys Hollow Knight or Silksong. My last video I did Hornet. Well, not the last video, but 2 videos ago I did Hornet. So we have to do a Hollow Knight. Why not? You know? Our last video we did some Kirby's, so you're gonna have to scroll back one more video. Okay. Four, 5. Ah. 2, 3. Alright, come over here. I don't even know how to get this. There we go. 1. 2. And 3. There we go. Get shouted out, nerd. Ah. X is very civil, but his parents not so much. You need a job. What are you looking for? What are you looking to do? Networking at its finest. See if we can help you. Come up with some ideas. Did you stay in town or did you move to a different city? I wasn't sure how that was going to work with our little friend, Miss G. Increase. Before I cut this string off, I'm actually going to use it to sew up this little hole. I don't like the way that I sewed this horn onto the smaller horn. Increase. And 1. You stayed in the house, he's at his parents, you're looking for anything? Okay, you'd love an office job, you've applied to other places, you've worked in childcare before, applied to a few places, got interviews, but they went with other people. Yeah, it's a tough job market right now. I'd say just keep trying, you're gonna find the right one. You think you found one but you don't like the colors? Okay, I mean, I can change the colors. I can adjust the colors. If you like a pattern, I can adjust the colors accordingly, depending on the yarn. I would say shoot me a message so I can look at it and let you know if I think it's doable. Decrease. Increase. And then we move on to the final section. Single, decrease, 2. increase, 2, decrease, 2, three halves, single, increase, 2, ah, 1, 2, 3, and 2. Okie dokie. So that completes this horn as well. So now, like I said, before I fasten this off, I want to kind of fix this little hole that's right here. See if I can pull this stitch down a little bit and make it look a little cleaner. There we go. That's better. Now, toss this. Oops. Nope. Toss the stitch back in here. Trim off the edge. We're good. Okay. Alright, so our Hollow Knight has 2 of these horn thingies. That is everything in white. So now we need to make the arms, legs, body, and cape. Oh, I don't like the way this person's doing the cape in the slightest. Welcome in, Vixen. Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. Catastrophe alert. Vixen and the crafty cats are unleashing a purr-tastic catastrophe on my stream. We do love that. We do love that. How are you, Vixen? What were you doing? Were you doing some crocheting today? Or not crocheting necessarily, but were you crafting today is what I should have said. Were you crafting? I'm crocheting. Alright, you're on my hearts and into my jar of hearts. Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Becca. I am a variety streamer, but I tend to stick with crocheting. We are crocheting a Hollow Knight today. So that is what I'm currently working on. I've got my Hollow Knight head that we're doing. Ooh, a Grogu latch hook cushion cover. Very cool. If you have progress photos and you'd like to share them in chat, we love that. Permissions are enabled for everyone, so you're welcome to share links if you want to. But if you need to read and run, take care of yourself. IRL before URL. I know it's nighttime for you. You were probably getting ready for bed and you were sleepy and tired. Please absolutely take care of yourself. If that heart is hollow, please consider giving me a follow. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in a future stream. I will be streaming again on Saturday morning. So I have a dress rehearsal on Friday. Excuse me. Woof. You don't have progress rates. That's okay. That's okay. You may already be in PJs. I mean, I'm in PJ pants. I worked from home today, so I wore PJ pants all day. So I'm kind of in the same boat. All right, let's get rid of this white yarn. What is going on here? What is happening here? Why are you coming undone? That's very rude. That is very rude. You are not supposed to be coming undone, you little silly cake. You should stay all together. Okay. So now, for Hollow Knight's body, black. We love black. We love black. Ooh, lightning. Wah, wah, wah. Lightning got a 1. I've also added a few new projects to our finished projects list for 2025. So hey, we are making our way through. My goal is to have 200 projects by the end of December. I don't know if that's going to be the case. I started off very, very strong, but now that the school year is back in session, I was a little bit lazier over my summer than I thought I would be. I thought I was going to have a lot more time to crochet, and then I really got into Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and wanted to replay that game. And I haven't even played that game to completion yet. I need to continue that game because I have not even finished that one, my new playthrough. Because then Silksong came out and I have been playing that one for a crazy amount of hours, and I feel very guilty when I do that because I know I'm not crocheting. So I'm like, oh no. The hyperfixation, yes. It's a thing. It's a thing. An unhealthy amount of video games, but also it's been very wonderful for my mental health. So, can't go wrong. Hey, Potion. Hi, baby. Oh my gosh. That's a big school. That's a very big school. We didn't have school today. You okay, Popo? Help! My yarn fell down. Yes, I did. Wait, just now? Or the image you sent last stream? Oh yeah, I read that one. I sure did. We didn't have school today. It's staff development today and tomorrow. And so I'm doing an online music therapy conference. So for those of you that don't know, I am a music therapist. I work with kids with special needs. That is my specialty. And that is what I have been working on, improving my education and trying to improve my sessions as best as I can. Leave a long tail. Oh, okay. Seems like a short arm for it being an arm, but alright. You have a half day tomorrow minimum? Okay. More math. You know what I want to listen to? We're gonna put pause on this just for a second. I'm gonna open up and see if I can get this sound effect for you guys. Let's see. Audio. Weird. Very odd. What am I crocheting? I'm crocheting a Hollow Knight. I'm crocheting the knight from Hollow Knight, I should specify. How do I... Let's see here. No, that's not working. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I see where it is on my here. Okay. Alright. We're gonna play some Hollow Knight Silk Song soundtrack because I did buy the bundle that has the Silk Song soundtrack as a part of it. So, there we go. Exclamation point pattern, if you would like a copy of the pattern that we are doing today, is free on Ravelry. If the volume is too much for the music, let me know. So I can always adjust the audio volume for the music, but I need you to let me know because I don't know if it's too much or not enough. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky because there are some songs that are really, really soft, like this one. So I had to turn the volume up, and then there's going to be boss fights and other songs that are much more powerful, like that first one was, and I'll have to turn the volume back down. I'm too loud, you can't hear the music. Well, heck. For you were wondering how big some of the schools you worked in were. None of them have that data online. I don't even know how to describe my schools either. I don't know. Okay. Try and cut this part off a little bit just so it's not completely in my way. Only a little bit in my way. Anybody else in chat a Hollow Knight Silk or / Silk Song fan? Or have family that are obsessed, significant others, friends? I know Leisha is. She's been playing through her first playthrough of Hollow Knight. So far, you like it? Awesome. You're not playing, you're just watching it? Are you watching Amor? I saw that Amor was doing his first playthrough. There's his 2 arms. And others cool. It's very, very hard. It's, to me, I had never played a Metroidvania before. I had never played a Metroidvania or a Souls-like game before, so that was a big shock to me. But that was also 4 years ago, and now that I'm playing Silk Song is even harder and more vicious. Alright, we're gonna do the legs. We love working with black yarn. feel like... Okay, right there. I thought maybe I was missing a stitch, but I'm not. We're good. Phew! Crisis averted. Now go around this 3 times. Ooh, that dinner smells delicious, chat. Hungry. There's so much all over this black yarn because it fell to the ground. And I'm just too lazy to pick it back up off of the ground. So my apologies for you seeing any extra fiber fill or dog hair being attached to this. 6. Help. 7 and 8. Alright. Fasten off. Just for the first one, it says. The second one, we will attach and make the rest of the body. What time will noms be? I'm hearing the garage door open again, so I'm wondering if Mr. Becca left and he came back. I don't know. More than likely, noms will probably be closer to 7. I mean, noms are ready right now. But since I started stream early, I figured I'll end stream early, and I'll probably do noms around 7. But I may choose to stay on and crochet and have Mr. Becca bring me food, and we just have like a 10-minute dinner break or something. I don't know. Because I could definitely eat. You know what I really want to do is get a pedicure. That's what I really want to do. One of these days, I will make the time and the effort to go treat myself to the self-care of a pedicure. Because my heels are so rough and scratchy and crackly from all my calluses. That's how I know it's time for a pedicure. Because I can trim my own toenails, and I do trim my own toenails. I don't necessarily need that support, but I do need the scrubby of the callus, the pumice stone, the callus remover. You need dinner? Come on over. We've got extra. Two, 3. Eight. Five, 6. One more row around. And then we attach to make the body. Okay. All right. Continuing on, chain 3. Attach to the other leg. Okie dokie. Got it. Eight stitches around the other leg. Ah! Nope. 8. Okay. Single crochet in each of the chains. Can't even see all the chains. So there's 1. 2. There we go. 3. Okay. 8 around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! I'm shedding. Hi, Grayson. One, 2, and 3. Okay. Now. Potion, my love. Thank you for warning me. Thank you for telling me that he's home. Silly girl. So now we go around this for 3 rounds. This music is a vibe. Good night, Vixen. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Get some good sleep. I'll see you later. Hey, Grayson. Hey, Potion. So there's row 1. Do it 2 more times. Lightning is working on his drop game. He so far only landed once today. There you go. See? I just had to remind you you've only dropped once, and now you have dropped twice. There you go. You need the 100, I know. Really do. Get on that. Do better. Do better. Do better. All right, row 3. Yep. Hippo. Okay, last stitch. There. So there's the first part of the body. Fraggles also landed. Congratulations, Fraggle. Congrats. 6. 1, 2, 3. You're welcome. Decrease. Anytime. I hope that brought you the joy that you were needing today. Decrease. 3. What's happening?
But not before.
But not before. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Not before the lurk. Hey, Austin, welcome in. Fraggle, thank you for that resub for 39 months. You got in right before the ads kicked in, so sorry for those of you that are not subbed and you're going to be stuck in ads. Bye! And there you go. You're on my heart and into my jar. Whoops, you're not in my jar. You fell out of my jar. You fell. There you go. Now you're in my heart, my jar. Cheers, chat. Alright. My hand's hurting. Ouch. Austin, how are you liking Hollow Knight Silksong? Nine, 10. 13, 14. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for letting me know that you're still here. It's a 1-point channel point that you guys can use to let me know, especially if chat gets a little bit quiet. Sometimes I get into my bad brain and social anxiety kicks in and I think, oh no, people don't like me. So letting me know that you are still present really helps, even if we aren't a chatty bunch all the time. You do not ever have to chat in chat. Haha. The irony of that statement. You don't ever have to actively talk in chat. You can communicate in different ways. You can always use channel point redeems, or you can do sound effects, or use Tangia, or all different kinds of things that you can do. Or you can just sit back and relax and lurk. Eight. Alright. You're not here? That's fair. That's fair. You are a figment of my imagination. Alright, so now I've done that one. Go all the way around. Hey, pup. Starting off in October, we will be doing our next charity campaign. We'll be fundraising for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital again. I have 2 campaigns coming up. One is going to be for their creative season, where we're going to be doing all crochet streams and crocheting a bunch of different Psyducks and different Pokemon and things like that. Going through a different, like a Pokemon challenge of sorts. And then on October 11th, we'll be doing a 12-hour scare-a-thon, or scaredy cat scream-a-thon, whatever you want to call it. 12 hours of me playing a spooky video game and you guys helping me raise money for the kids of St. Jude as well. That one will be a 1-day only campaign, just to supplement the fundraising efforts that we want to do. Right. What day is it? It's on Saturday. Saturday, October 11th. It's been so long you get up so early and I stream at middle of your work so you never have time to say hi. I is streaming a little bit early today because I was working from home today and I figured, why not? Why not? Fasten off, leave a long tail for sewing. Okay. Okay. Hey, Joe boy. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in and collecting your daily treat and also coming in and saying hello and chat. Stuff the legs and the body. You may need to push the stuffing into the legs to make sure the stuffing gets all the way in. I know how that works. Doing good? Love that. Love that. Okay. I don't want to stuff too hard into the legs because it's going to spread apart the stitches, and then you're going to see all this white fiber fill through the holes of the leg. So I'm trying to make it stuffed enough to maintain his shape, but it's a fine balance. I am making the Hollow Knight character, the main character, Knight from Hollow Knight. Exclamation point pattern if you would like to see exactly what we are doing. You're thinking about doing a charity stream because you have a big Lego set. Very cool. Well, the St. Jude creative season is from October through the end of the year. So if you want to join to raise money for the kids of St. Jude during the creative season, they like to be for people to do more creative streams, like makers and crafting, brick building, that kind of stuff. Or, I mean, if you want to wait and do it for the Starlight.
Hi.
You thought it was Hollow Knight? You don't know how you knew, but you just did. Yeah! We're getting there. Oops. Whoops. Cut this off. There. I have so much dog hair on this project because my black yarn fell to the floor and is filled with excess fiber fill and remnants and dog hair. You need to finish the beanie you're working on? Hey. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got all the pieces for the body now. So now we have to do the cape. And I'm not looking forward to the cape. Not looking forward to the cape. I'm going to add a little bit, if I can, some fiber fill to these horns. I don't know if I can, though. They're pretty skinny. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get any fiber fill in here. I can get some fiber fill in here. Not a lot, but I got some to help it maintain its shape. So there we go. Sure. Okay. You're using multicolored yarn. It's Mia's dragon heart inspired. Okay. Make it for your mom. Oh, very cool. I got you. The team member who used to help you a lot. I got you. No longer on that team. I mean, you can always ask for help from anybody else. Or you can just go about it alone, and there's nothing wrong with fundraising on your own without a team. If you'd like to join the Pink Hat Squad, you're welcome to. We so far have only fundraised for St. Jude, but it's not saying that the Pink Hat Squad won't eventually branch out and do other charitable organizations as well. So there we go. Look at that. That's what it's going to look like. So like right here. Okay. So I need to get my army stick. trying to figure out where the edge of this... Right here, okay. It's like, where is the edge of my spot? This guy. Okay. Probably go down one more stitch, honestly, right there. Yeah, we're working on it. Do you have a deadline, Joe Boy, for getting that beanie completed? That's usually what ends up helping to motivate me to finish projects, is realizing, oh, I have a deadline. I don't have a choice. I need to get this done. Okay, that's not bad. I'm going to leave the strand hanging out the top, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach both of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Okay. Beautiful. On yours, I have a deadline of tomorrow. Heck you. We have to find a pattern first that is not a fake pattern. I'm not gonna say it's an AI pattern. I don't think it's an AI pattern. I think the person who wrote it either stole bits and pieces of a pattern from somebody else, or they are just really that bad at writing crochet patterns. I don't want to assume somebody is stealing. But I had this bad vibe while I was looking through it, and that's why I did the research I did on it, and found out that other people also had the same issues that I was noticing. And people agreed that it was not recommended. Okie dokie. I know. I really did too. I was hopeful for it, because I was like, oh wow, that's a really cool, neat looking one. That does not look right. That, I guess it looks okay. It doesn't look right on this side, but it looks fine on this side. Yeah, so it looks fine on this side. Okay. Okay, that answers that. So now I pull the strands together. Pull them nice and tight, and then we're gonna knot them. That way, they stay in place forever and ever. Forever and ever. We've got a boss fight, chat. Now it says straighten this body up, center it as best as you can. Okay. Looks pretty good, right? I think looks pretty good. I'm probably going to have to come off camera a little bit because I can't really see the stitches because of the certain shade of yarn that I am using. I wonder what color that is. Okay. There we go. Now that I have done enough stitches, I'm going to remove the omni stick. I'm going to try to add a little bit more fiber fill here. Yeah, this is looking so cute already. Yes. Okay, there we go. So the body is attached. I'm not going to leave the black strand in the head because you're going to see the remnants of the black poking through the white. There we go. Okay. So here's the front. Super cute. Look at these guys. Look at them. Look at these cute. Look at these cuties. Look at these cuties. I need to sew these together. Because I don't want her to be naked. Arms. Thank you for the hydration. I appreciate that, Angel. Okay. Cheers. I'm so glad you were able to come in and say hello. I'm really, really glad to see that you are here and you've been trying and attempting. That brings me a lot of joy that you thought about me and wanted to come in and say hello. So thank you for that. I got your message, Lightning. My watch just told me that you have DM'd me, so I will check that out a little bit later. Alright. So we've got our knight's body all completed. All we have left to do is the cape. The cape looks obnoxious, unfortunately. Not a huge fan. Need to start your dinner? No worries. Please take care of yourself, IRL. And I'm going to say I'm not a huge fan of this cape. Okay. I understand what it wants me to do now. Okay, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna be a little bit time consuming, but we have nothing but time, so let's do it. Exclamation point pattern if you would like to see the Hollow Knight character. If you've never played Hollow Knight and you don't know what he looks like. $15, $20, $25. Okay. Now, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Skip 3. Oh no. Slip stitch in the first. Never mind. I thought it said skip. Slip stitch. Then 9 down. 2, 3. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Shadow's brother. Whoa. That was a sick drop, Shadow. 1 second. Welcome in, Ani. How are you? New kid, welcome in. Your wife called to tell you she saw a fox on the way to work. Well, I said, intriguing. How did you know it was on its way to work? So she hung up on me. Shadow, congratulations on your land. That was a fantastic 99. 99. Like, look at this. Look at this. Where is it? Right there. Look at it. 99. This Monday is going well. Can't complain. I'm working from home today and tomorrow, doing an online music therapy conference, doing a lot of learning, lots of crocheting while I'm learning because I multitask. Did some chores around the house as well. So, hey, productive day. Having a great time on stream. Decided to stream early so I can end early. And can't really complain. We love it. All right, Shadow, congratulations. Here you go. Now I do this again forever? Yep. Okay. Ani, I saw that you were playing Peak the other day. I hope you have been having a great time. I'd love to have you join us and play some Peak in the future. Unfortunately, I'm super, super, super swamped on my upcoming weekends. Which is a great problem to have, but I tend to only have availability on Sundays. And I don't know if people are really available on Sundays. I haven't checked with our community to know if that would be a good time for everyone. Ah! Oh no! Stay on. Thank you. There we go. 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. Peak's been amazing. Would love to play awesome. Yeah, I know Impact really wanted to play, but I had to end up canceling last minute because we didn't have anybody else to join us. I didn't make an announcement in enough time to gather interest from the community, so I told him we would just reschedule it for a future time. Oh, awesome. That's good to know. That is good to know that you're available on Sundays. Sweet. Yeah, I can't speak for everybody, but hey, at least there are 3 of us that are available on Sundays. You, me, and Aeolus. We are all available on Sundays. So, we went to the Stardew Valley concert last night, the Symphony of Seasons. I went to the Festival of Seasons last year and got to go to the Symphony of Seasons this year. And there was a gentleman in line for merch with me, and he was wearing a Hollow Knight shirt, you know? And I'm going to turn that music down just a little bit. And I was telling him, I was like, man, I would love to know if they do the orchestral arrangements of the Hollow Knight songs. Like, they have Distant Worlds who does Final Fantasy. They've got the now Stardew Valley orchestral versions with a full orchestra. And there's also like a piano and string quartet that do Legend of Zelda music here in town. Like, I wonder if there's going to be a Hollow Knight orchestra, because both soundtracks absolutely slap, and I would go to that concert in a heartbeat. So I'm over here just like, I wonder if I could find an orchestra to audition. I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, it would require me to tour, and I'd have to quit my job, and I couldn't do that. In a different time of my life, maybe, but unfortunately not in my current timeline. In a different multiverse, maybe Becca in one of the other multiverses would be a traveling clarinetist in a professional orchestra playing video game music for a living. This is going to take forever, but it's okay. Yes, it's okay. I also need to get the eyes cut out, because I think that's going to obviously give him life. He needs to have his face completed. So no, I have my black felt right here. So we know that the cape is going to take a while. So let's see. We need some big ol' eyes. There we go. Perfect. How's that? He looks like a Hollow Knight, right? I think that looks pretty good. Fine, I'll trim the eyes and make it an oval. Ugh, y'all are so picky. Obviously, this is way too big. I'm just trying to get the shape before I make the size. That seems like a pretty good size, honestly. Hi, Mr. Becca. Lightning says hello. Haha, you walked in front of the dog cam.
I didn't even know you had it on.
Surprise.
Oh boy.
I'm hungies. Oh, it smells like it's been ready forever. Oh, okay. Alright, chat. We have the eyeballs. Hey, I heard me. There we go. Sunny says hi, Mr. Becca. Aylis, thank you for the resub. On a 24-month streak, happy birthday. Alright, there you go. Oh, so Shadow came in just a second ago and landed for a 99.00. It was a pretty amazing drop. Lightning is on break. He's grabbing dinner. And he said his goal is to hit 100. And Shadow came in and was like, I'll get really close. Your 2-year streak on a 3rd anniversary. That's so weird. I guess you must have... Well, I mean, you can't have... I guess you missed 12 months in there. So I don't know how that works. If you've subscribed for 36 months, you're currently on a 24-month... This is like a math problem from back in the day. If 2 trains are going different miles an hour, how long is it going to take for them to meet up in Tennessee? This is the music of the boss fight that I'm currently fighting in Silksong. So this music is triggering to me because I'm currently in a boss that I've only tried it like 3 or 4 times, so I'm not super upset by this boss yet, but I know I will be. I know this boss will make me rage. Okay, there we go. So here are the eyes for our Hollow Knight. Hey, Happy, welcome in. Lurk, while you go get a banana split, it will be so good. I hope you enjoy, and also split it with me. You can also, you don't have to split the banana, you can just eat a banana. I'm giving it lots and lots and lots of glue, which can sometimes make the felt pieces warp if you're not careful, but I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Please share it, right? Alright, so there's our naked Hollow Knight. Let's see how much more of this cape I can do before dinner is ready. Because it's all I gotta do is just make this cape. Ah! Why are you yelling? Why are you angry? Lightning of all people. I was about to blame Impact for yelling. Gotta feed your kids. Good to see you. Thank you, Sunny, for coming in. Enjoy your dinner. All is well over here, Austin. Austin, I was asking you earlier, but it may have gotten lost in chat in the interwebs. How are you liking Silksong? Hmm. It is. It's super fun, but incredibly rage-inducing. There have been a lot of colorful vocabulary words of the 4-letter variety that have come out of my mouth while I've played this game. You can ask Mr. Becca. He has looked over and he's like, "You've got this. You got this, babe." When he sees me smack my desk or like punch my fist into my hand, he's like, "It's okay, they're cheating. You got this, babe." Ah. Lightning, that's an attempt at a land. That was something. You've done better. You've also done worse. So hey, you know what? You get the "you tried" star. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this strand, and then I will owe you some uncomfortable eye contact. So you guys have the chance to also earn some eye contact with exclamation point drop. You never played the OG, you're gonna get it after you finish this one. You remember playing most of it on stream? Yeah. So about 4 years ago, I went back and looked at my old clips. I think there's only one clip of me playing Hollow Knight. But yes, it was 4 years ago when I was streaming from that couch, actually the dog cam couch, and I was streaming through my PlayStation camera. Like, it was a really old, sketchy stream setup, and just to see how far I've come in 4 years as a streamer, it's pretty awesome. It's kind of funny that you're playing Silksong before Hollow Knight, because there's a lot of lore from Hollow Knight that you're missing out on for Silksong. And once you play through Silksong, you're going to go back to Hollow Knight and be like, "Oh my gosh, this game is easy." You're going to breeze through Hollow Knight. Adino! Shaw! We will get there. I understand why the pattern artist wrote their pattern like this, but I've had to do this exact pattern for doll hair before, and it is PTSD inducing. Like, I'm over here just like I remember having to do this exact thing, and it looks like a giant mesh of spider legs when it's all said and done, and you have to hand pin them all down and sew each strand individually together, and it's bleh. I hate it. I hate it so much. I understand why she did it this way, but also, really? Really, ma'am? Did you have to? You can pick up on lore pretty quickly. Yeah. When I first played through Hollow Knight, I didn't really pay attention much to the lore behind anything because I was streaming, I was busy reading chat, I was busy trying to play my first ever Metroidvania, and I just was super struggling with everything. So focusing on the lore was the least of my concerns. Oops. There we go. I was like, wait a second, that's not the right stitch that's supposed to go in here. What would you guys like to see me crochet on Saturday? Because I really struggled to come up with an idea of what I should crochet on stream for you guys. There are so many things that I want to crochet and work on and do, but I want to be sure I'm crocheting stuff that you guys think is cool and cute and neat. Not just miscellaneous inventory that needs to get made. I'm doing that kind of stuff while I'm in between sessions or working from home tomorrow and doing my conference. Maybe have a community poll. Okay, something Halloween. Maybe. Okay. The only problem I have with crocheting Halloween specific things are the craft fairs are after Halloween. So those products just sit and nobody buys them because it's already after Halloween. It's people are looking at mostly Christmas stuff. I can definitely put in a community poll in the Discord for sure and let people have a say. Like I enjoyed making these seasonal Kirby's, but I'm nervous about them just sitting and taking up space as inventory because they're very specific. Like, I don't know how many people are going to be thinking, oh my gosh, I really need a Kirby and a Santa hat. Or I really need a Kirby that looks like a turkey. So I don't know how many people actually want that kind of stuff. Yes, a poll. Nightmare Before Christmas adjacent brings, it kind of bridges the season. That's true. That's true. I could definitely do like a Zero or Oogie Boogie or some kind of like a Jack keychain or something. Lightning, you get 2 eye contacts because I totally forgot I was supposed to give you the eye contact after the strand. So now you get double eye contact. Double eye contact. There you go, Lightning. I'm going to close out of this. Come over to Steam. I'm going to turn the volume. Oh. There we go. I turned the volume down on this music because, whew. Phew. This music is for one of the bosses that kicked my butt entirely too much, and so I decided to stop fighting him, and I ran away and decided to continue exploring. Oops. I was like, yeah, no. Isn't the OG Hollow Knight like $10 or something? I think it's 15. Because Mr. Becca is wanting to pick it up, but he wants it if it goes on sale. And I was surprised that it didn't go on sale once Silksong came around, or that they didn't give a bundle. I was hoping that they would have a Hollow Knight / Silksong bundle, but they didn't. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like $15. Lightning's so fortunate. He got a really, really long, uncomfortable eye contact stare with me. Without giving any spoilers, Austin, how far into the game are you? Are you post Act 1, or are you still in Act 1? Alright, we're about almost halfway there. You've been playing casually. You didn't finish. You don't want to finish the whole thing once. Yeah, you're definitely not going to, because I think I'm 15 or so hours into it, and I am nowhere near endgame. I'm not even a third of the way done with the game from the little bit of spoilers that I have kind of been seeing on Instagram. Because my For You algorithm is filled with Hollow Knight and Silksong reels, and they are showing me endgame content, and I'm like, oh, ooh, I may never play this game. I may never finish it. Maybe I should just be done now. And say I tried. I attempted. Hi, Grayson. Hi, honey. Here, buddy. This is from Uncle Impact. He gave a Grayson potion treat earlier, and you never came to get it. So there you go. There you go. Good job, buddy. You already had yours, Lancelot. You can go back and get the OG next week. You're not that far into Silksong. Hey. Whatever you so choose. I'm not gonna fault you if you want to play Silksong first and then go play Hollow Knight. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Gameplay mechanics are similar, but somewhat different in each game. Again, without trying to give away any spoilers. There's a few very distinct differences in the gameplay, but you should be totally fine. All right. Whew. I just want to finish this, but I don't know if I'll get to. Hey, look, guys. I am now live. This is the time I normally go live. Hi, Grayson. You can go on the doggy bed, you guys. The couch is available for you guys to go sit on. Lancelot's on there. The people want to see the puppies. People request puppies. Go be dogs on the couch. Lancelot understood the assignment. Alright. We're halfway there. Whoa! Making this cloak. Doesn't rhyme. That's okay. I'm not making hair. I have crocheted so much today. My hand is sore. My wrists are not cramping necessarily, but I can definitely feel the exhaustion and the tiredness kicking butt. Taking names. Hey, Desi, welcome in. Welcome in. Nate, thank you for the raid. Sleepy Ninja Raid. Aww. Nate, how are you? Were you working on some music? Nate, this'll wake you up, because Ayla's just landed. This'll wake you up. There you go. That'll wake you up a little bit. So eepy. There we go. Whee! Thank you so much for that raid. I got you onto my heart and into the jar. We are currently listening to Larkin's Hollow Knight Silk Song soundtrack while we crochet the knight from Hollow Knight. We were working on horrorscapes for a commission. Okay. Very cool. Nice. So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Becca. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, but I'm mostly known for my crochet work. I am a music therapist. I work with kids with special needs, so this is a wholesome, welcoming, family-friendly community that strives to bring joy and positivity to everybody's day and make this a safe place on the internet for people of all ages and abilities. We have three wonderful doggos, Grayson, Potion, and Lancelot. Lancelot is the only one that's currently on the camera right now. Potion is under my desk licking my foot, trying to get attention, and Grayson is hanging out next to Mr. Becca's chair because he is afraid of dinner being cooked downstairs. Psyduck is best duck also. Yep. Thank you. That's the other part of my spiel I like to mention is we love Psyduck around here. It's not very obvious that I love Psyduck because I had to move the dog cam from the other room with all of the Psyduck plushies. They will be coming back once we finish reorganizing the couch and everything. You're grateful for work, yes, for sure. Gotta be, right? When you take work for granted, you don't get any. This week has been insane because you're pet sitting while also new vacay clients that need your help. Needless to say, it's been tough to get commissions this week. Oh. How come there is no best duck celebration? We need Psyduck redeem. We need to fix the Psyduck. Huh. I mean, I can do a best duck command. Sure. Nate, are you a fan of Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silk Song? I wasn't sure if you, as a musician and game music developer, appreciate other game franchises and try to draw inspiration from different OSTs and whatnot. But man, Christopher Larkin, woof! This music does not need to slap as much as it does. For sure. And then Mr. Becca and I went to the Stardew Valley concert last night, so we got to hear Concerned Apes music in a full orchestral version. The arrangements were just beautiful, as always. Caveat is you haven't played the games, you just watched the games, but it's great stuff. Yeah, so I never listened to the original OST from the first game, but I did buy the bundle with Silksong to get the OST, and I was like, I have to. And that's what we currently have playing in the background is the Silksong OST. I hope it does not get me DMCA'd. I didn't think about that, but I hope it doesn't get me DMCA'd. Nice, sweet girl. I wouldn't think it would. Five. 1, 2. All right. My hand is so sore and cramping. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to finish this on stream today, but at the rate that my hand is acting, I may not be able to finish this. That's one of the downfalls of being a tight tensioned crocheter is the cramps kick in, the hand fatigue kicks in. I've been crocheting all day, to be fair. I've been crocheting since 8:15 this morning with just a little bit of breaks in between. Ads are kicking in 5 minutes. If you're not currently subscribed, you can either choose to do so on a discount rate since we're in September. All subs are on sale. Or you can head over to YouTube and watch free of charge over there with no ads. Or you can just sit through 3 minutes of ads and take a self-care break and then come back, and you're not going to miss too much. Just 3 minutes. You're so sorry you have to read and run at your apartment. You need a pet sit. You're okay. Absolutely okay, Nate. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that raid. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great, wonderful evening. Take care of the doggos or the whatever pets you are sitting. You'll be back? Awesome. I may not be on, but I do appreciate you coming in. I need to go grab dinner pretty soon. Yeah, we would love to have you anytime. Anytime you can grace us with your presence is a blessing to us. Potion, sweet girl. You can get on the couch, baby. You're sitting right next to the couch, but she's off camera. You guys can't see her, but she's on the ground right in front of the couch. Like, you're so close. Just get in the camera. Get in the field of view of the camera. All right. My hand. My hand. How many more of these do I have to do? We are very, 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 very close. We have 8 more. We have 8 more strands to do before we finish off the cape. And then we have the struggle. I mean, sort of a struggle. I'll have to lay this out like this. And get all of these to unravel and untwist and not be doing silly things. So that's gonna be, that right there is gonna be a real trick. I'm not sure how we're gonna get that one to go, but we'll try. All right. You can also tell that I've got the hand fatigue because I'm getting slower and slower. But I'm also having to crochet into a chain, and that's always the slowest part for me. Good luck, Lightning. Whoop! You landed on my face. Not the bullseye you're supposed to land. Ding da da. Diddle-diddle-lam ba dum. Bum ba da. Diddle-diddle-lam. Two. Let me go! So we're on 7. And then... And now are going to be on number 6. I don't think taking a sip of water is going to help my hand, but I'm going to try it anyway. It helps my body remaining fully hydrated. So nothing is worse than being thirsty. It just messes up with a lot of your body systems. I got an email for anybody that has a Salata near them. I got an email today that this week through October 2nd or October 6th, I don't remember what the email said, they're running $2 protein specials. You have to mention the email to get the promotion, but it's any of the, like the chicken, tofu, that kind of, no seafood, unfortunately. So the shrimp does not count as excluded. I like to get the herb marinated shrimp on my salads from Salata, but I definitely don't mind getting some of the turkey or chicken breasts. So for $2 is a pretty good deal for their add-on. So if you guys are fans of Salata and you did not get that email, let me know. I can forward it on to you. It's definitely one of my plans this week is to swing by Salata and get that for either for lunch or for dinner or both. Because anytime I get a meal from Salata, it's always 2 meals worth. They're such large portions. Such large portions. It's very, very fantastic value. Hi, Grayson, my sweet boy. Now, Mr. Grayson is behind me. Alright, 5. We're so close. So it's a 4 more. Four more, chat. Ah! So good. I don't want to make this version of the cape ever again. Never again. Welcome back from ads. If you headed over to YouTube and watched over there, thank you for hanging out with us over on YouTube. If you stuck through the ad break here on Twitch, thank you for sticking through. The monetization of the ads is very helpful, especially since I'm trying to save up my Twitch payouts to get a new chair. If you would like to donate to said chair fund, !throne, or you can donate to my Kofi and I can buy it directly on Amazon and not go through Throne. Or you can always send me a Venmo if you have my Venmo information. I'm just kidding, though. I do not expect you guys to pitch into the chair funds. Chair, 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 chair. How you doing, Lockpick? Thank you for dropping. Drop it like it's hot. Thank you, Alice, for putting in the links for Throne and Kofi. Chair, 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 chair. I don't have a chair sound effect. I have a lizard sound effect, not a chair sound effect. Today is National Lizard Day.
Lizard, lizard.
There it is.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
So many lizards.
Lizard, lizard.
So much lizard. Oh my gosh. You guys are doing it immediately after each other too.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Next. Austin, you want to also throw a lizard command in chat? Or is it just a mod thing? My watch says I have done a lot of movement today, and I'm almost done with my exercise goal. It says to go for a 4-minute walk. I haven't left my chair, besides walking around a little bit in my house, but I haven't left my house, haven't left my chair hardly at all today, due to my conference. We have one more chat. One more. Yes. All right, we're on to the last stripe. Stripes go by fast when you're having fun and you're distracted by lizards, I guess. Alright. Then I have to figure out how I'm going to sew it down. Lizard, 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 lizard.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Okay. I'm just reading through the pattern a little bit because it's offering some suggestions to help it lay a little flatter since it's kind of a spidery mess. Thank you, Austin. Okay. Alright. Leave a very, 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 very long tail. Okay. That seems like a very, very, very long tail. Probably too long of a tail, to be honest. But I am one who likes to follow directions.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Okay. Oh. had to layer one fringe on top of the other. And to make it lay a little bit more neatly.
Lizard.
Oh my gosh.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
So the O is towards me. What does that mean? What do you mean? This is going to be... Hey! Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck?
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
So many lizards.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
I don't quite understand. Don't really quite understand, but... We're just gonna do our best because I know I have an idea of what I'm supposed to do, but it's not executing how the pattern is telling me it's supposed to execute. That's okay. We're just going to do our very best. What is happening here? Uh-huh. Oops. What did I just do? I don't even know. Oops, I put it through the wrong strand. That's why I got messed up there. There, this is the one it's supposed to go through. This one. Hey Andrew, how's it going? Hope everything's okay for you. Help! Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh my gosh. Thinks I don't like any of this. You're alive. I love that. Thank you for still being here. I know, stuff went down. Life is hard. Thank you for still being here. Help! I can't. Why can't I find the stitch? Thank you. There. What's happening? What is happening? this back and forth weaving is not really making much of a difference from what I can see, but trust the process, I guess? I don't know. Okay. Tiny little bit of progress. I think I hit my phone. I didn't hit the microphone, I don't think. If I hit the microphone, my apologies to your ear holes, but... Whoops. Whoops. I don't know what's happening right here, but my finger is stuck. Thank you. There we go. Okay. You know, we can raid. Andrew is now live. Hey, let's go. Andrew's not live. He's alive. Do you stream, Andrew? Thank you for getting into the early gang as well. Even though we're 3 hours into stream. Still early enough. Hey, Sarcastic Kitten. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, everyone. Give me 1 second. Let me get this. Okay. Hey, Raiders. Welcome in. Kitten, I'm going to get you onto my heart and into my jar of hearts. Alright, there you go. You were on my heart and into my jar of hearts, and I just knocked on my chapstick. Yarny raid! We come for the yarn. You cannot have my yarn. I'm busy. I'm using it. So we have been making a Hollow Knight, the Knight from Hollow Knight. So we're working on the cape right now, which is a whole process. That's what we are doing. I got you, Andrew. It's not a space for everyone. If you are not one that is comfortable with the hate comments and the potential for hate raids and the strain on mental health, like if you don't have your mental health at least somewhat manageable with some self-care, then streaming may or may not be a place for you. It is very draining. It is very exhausting. You get a lot of imposter syndrome going on. At least I do. And I definitely struggle, even though I've been doing it for 6 years. I still struggle a lot with pushing go live and just hoping people will show up. And now we have wonderful community members and friends who come raid the stream, like Kitten just did. What were you making and crafting today? Tell us all about it. If you have any progress pics that you would like to share, please feel free. Or if you have links to any socials or anything like that. Come on. Coordinate. There we go. Exclamation point pattern for the people that come in with that raid. We do share the pattern that I work on every single stream. If it's not available for free, then I at least share where I got it, so you have access to purchasing it and supporting that crochet artist's art. But I still like to share and show what we are doing, because I get a lot of people that come and say, what are you crocheting today? How can I crochet one? So I figure this is the easiest way to make sure everybody has access to crocheting if they want to. But if you are new here and you don't know who I am a crochet artist. I make all different kinds of amigurumi. But this is a family-friendly community, as I am a music therapist. I work with kids with special needs. And this is a wholesome, welcoming, family-friendly community that strives to bring joy and positivity to everybody's day and make this a safe place on the internet for people of all ages and abilities. I have 3 wonderful doggos that make appearances on the dog cam from time to time. You see Lancelot currently is the dog of the evening. And Psyduck is Best Duck. So if you are a fan of Pokemon, we do make a lot of different Pokemon amigurumi. You can see in my oh my goodness, what just happened here? Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Am I really that close to being done with it? I am. Neat. Thank you guys for distracting me enough to not realize how close I am to being done with this. If you are fans of Pokemon, you will find yourself welcome here to this community. I also do different kinds of art as well. I do diamond painting, I do Lego building, I am a charity fundraiser, so I do a lot of work for charitable organizations. Our next charity campaign is actually going to be starting in October. So you are here at just the right time to get in and learn about the community and learn about these charities that we fundraise for. We are very, very, very close to having fundraised $25,000 lifetime on Tiltify in just under 2 years. A year and a half, actually. Okay. As Lightning posted in chat, I do have lots of different socials. I am on all the different social media. I'm not great about being on all of the social medias and posting when I go live and making short form clips and content and all that kind of stuff. But at least you guys are here and hanging out with me, so something is working, right? We're doing something right. We have a wonderful little community. Our little neck of the woods on the internet is a blessing. Okay, bye! Except for Lightning. Apparently he is not a blessing. I thought he was, but he just lied to me. He told me before he would never leave me, and now he's like, okay, bye! Lightning, what did you have, or what are you going to have for dinner? What's on the plan, the menu, in Lightning's household? Help! Okay, we're so very close. So close. We got 4 more strands. Without getting stuck. There we go. Mac and cheese with a hot link? Okay. I do love a good mac and cheese. Is it craft? Is it great value? Is it homemade? Half a cantaloupe for dessert. All right. What? Well, this music sounds terrifying. I don't know what boss this is, but I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy facing whatever boss this is. Craft, nice. I used to hate Kraft mac and cheese, and then my best friend reintroduced it to me as an adult, I think like 26 or 27 years old, and it's so much different than when I was a kid. For whatever reason, as a kid, it was disgusting, and now as an adult, it's edible. I wouldn't say it's the most delicious meal I've ever had in my life, but it's definitely edible. Alright, this is the last strand. Okay. So now we've got that attached. Bring this up here to the top. Maybe. I don't even know what's happening. There we go. It's like something just happened. There we go. Okay. Here is the cape in its glory. It definitely looks better than it did. So now we need to attach so we're going to attach this one over here, and then let this kind of overlap like that. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. It's so much better when you add extra.
Lizard.
Yeah!
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
I add
lizard,
like bacon or
lizard,
shrimp
lizard,
or any of that good
lizard,
stuff.
Lizard. 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 Lizard.
I definitely have. It said have a very, 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 very long tail, and I did, and I made it way too long because it's just an absolute mess. That's okay. I'm going to take this tiny strand and just go ahead and get us started back here. Okay, now that that one is started, let's sew this in place. Trying to be careful with the eyes because I did glue them down already, and I don't want to accidentally mess them up. Chicky Marie? Ah, Chicky is texting me, but it is political in nature, so I will wait to finish reading that until after stream. Heck. Alright, there we go. There's the rest of it. Now... I'm actually going to cut this yarn and not make it as insanely long. So all of this extra yarn was a waste. I'm not throwing it away. I'll use it for detail work for another project somewhere. But I overestimated when it said leave a very long tail. I overestimated. Alright, we are so close, chat. And then I'm gonna get dinner, because I am hungry. H-U-N-G-U-R-E-E. Hungry. Trying not to get this stuck together. Oops, 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 oops. There we go.
Lizard.
Lizard?
Lizard.
Shadow
Lizard.
landing again.
Lizard.
Congratulations on
Lizard.
another
Lizard.
successful
Lizard.
land.
Lizard. Lizard. Lizard.
Is this for you? Tell Chicky hi from all of you? I will. Okay. Hey, Potion, I'm almost done, baby. Alright, chat. You guys, we are done with this. I just need to kind of put this in place a little bit. Just put this in place a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. So it's not going to really stay opened like this super great, but it's good enough for me. He brings me joy. Okay. This Hollow Knight brings me joy. Let's weave this in. Get this tail out of our way. Then we're gonna get out of here. Okie dokie. I'm gonna actually save this strand too because it's pretty long for extra work. And there is our Hollow Knight to go along with our Hornet. It's obviously not the same pattern artist, so they are not going to be the same size, but you get the gist, you get the point. So there we go. Hey, Uyako, welcome in. Alright, so we got these guys done. We're going to add another finished things to our list over here. Bam! We are finished with this knight. And I'm going to get out of here, go get myself something to eat. I'm hungies. Let's see. Come over here, push this button, turn this off. I'm also going to plop that out of the way. And let's go see Cerula Cat because they are playing Silk Song. And since we just crocheted something from Hollow Knight / Silk Song, that just seems kind of the best place to send you guys for tonight. Don't forget, no stream on Friday. I have dress rehearsal with my orchestra that I'm a part of, and I will be back Saturday morning. I'll post something in Discord, like a little poll for you guys to vote what you would like me to crochet on Saturday. But let's get out of here. And I will see you guys next time. I'm going to stand up and probably not sit down for the next 3 hours because my tuchus is very, very sore. But I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me tonight a little bit early. And I will see you guys next time. See you later. Hello? Why didn't the raid command work? There we go. Now we can do it. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. See you later, mashed potato. See you soon, macaroons. Say goodbye, pumpkin pie. Toodaloo, kangaroo. Catch you later, operator. Adios, cinnamon toast. See you later. Goodbye, butterfly. Mwah. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Mwah. Bye.